Welcome to the Game Scrubs podcast. This is episode number 22. And I am your only host today, Cal. Jake got called into work. You know, that's part of showbiz, you know. Gotta be able to move and flow like the water and all that good stuff. So he's at work right now. He usually has Mondays off. However, I'm still on a nice 4 days on, 3 days off sort of vibe, which luckily lets us do the best gaming podcast on twitch.tv/Hogtide Productions that airs at 6 p.m. Central Time, Monday nights. So with that said, let's get right into the news. And what bigger news is there besides the PlayStation 5 Reveal event that happened? As you can see on screen right here, here it is, the regular PS5 with the disc thing and the PS5 digital edition. I just now had a thought of, oh look, it's Daniel and then the cooler Daniel. How about that? Anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk about it because I have pulled up. There's no way I'm going to remember every single one. So I pulled up all the game reveals and all this stuff. And it looks like they also did it in order, which is very helpful as well. Now, they led off the entire thing by showing off Grand Theft Auto 5, which I was like, fucking really? Sorry, I don't give a shit about Grand Theft Auto 5 anymore. Maybe back in 2013 or 12, whenever the fuck it came out. But quite honestly, Grand Theft Auto 5 did not move the bar whatsoever for me. But they announced that GTA Online, which I do know plenty of people still play, is going to be free to all PS5 owners. Then they showed off Spider-Man Miles Morales. I had a hunch that something along these lines was coming. I'm not going to say I called it or anything like that, but I definitely was thinking, okay, in terms of storylines and what they could do, I thought it made the most sense for them to go towards Miles as far as the video game franchise is concerned, that like to tie in with the one that they released last year, because especially with the popularity of how am I blanking on it? Oh my god, Not Far From Home, Spider-Man. Chat, help me out, give me your energy. It's the animated one. Fuck, I'm googling it. Oh, Spider-Man anime. Into the Spider-Verse, for fuck's sake. Spider-Verse, thank you. A little late on that, but thank you. Although there is a delay, so I don't blame you. Anyway. I can't believe I forgot that. It's a really good movie, and I do very much enjoy it. I just can't believe I blanked right there. Anyway. Then they moved on to Gran Turismo 7. I'll be honest, I watched a VOD, not the live thing, so my roommate just kind of skipped right through this. We saw little screenshots, saw like 2-second clips here and there where it's like, oh yeah, look, it even has the springs and stuff for the cars. Whoop-de-doo. Racing sims don't do it for me. I know they do for a very niche audience, and I'm not that. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart looked interesting. Looked a little... the thing... Going through the dimensions reminded me of that scene in Dragon Ball Broly where they break through dimensions and they're in between dimensions and they're fighting. Anyway, that's about all that... I mean, it looked like... it almost reminded me of Quantum... Quantum with the time powers on Xbox. Shit. I'm forgetting everything today. Anyway, it kind of looked a little similar. Quantum Leap, thank you. No, it's not Quantum Leap. Or is it Quantum Leap? Fuck. I don't think it's Quantum Leap. I think Quantum Leap's that TV show, isn't it? Quantum Break, thank you. My God. Chat's got my back today. Thank goodness. Alzheimer's coming in hot. Yeah, it looked like there were little shimmers that reminded me of Quantum Break, and the things that you could like rewind time and like build a bridge for yourself or whatever. The interdimensional swapping or like pulling stuff together, or pushing yourself through a wormhole, it just kind of looked a little similar to me. Everything else, it looks like movie quality, and as far as the animation goes, which I definitely appreciated, and the gameplay, looks challenging, but competent is how I'll put it. It obviously Ratchet and Clank geared more towards a younger audience, but I will say, if it gets good enough reviews, I'd be willing to. I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game, so this looks good enough where I might give it a shot. Why not? Project Athia, there wasn't much to it. That was more teaser than trailer. Stray from Annapurna Interactive had a very interesting looking concept where there's a bunch of robots and then there's also cats. So it looks interesting, but I don't know what as far as gameplay will come of it, Returnal looks like a roguelike sort of thing where Brienne of Tarth falls from the sky on an alien planet and keeps reliving the same events over and over. Right? I guess they say that right there. And the planet changes every time you die until you get it right, or until you probably level up or something. I imagine it's a roguelike where you'll progressively level up and eventually be able to beat the game without dying. But we'll see. Sackboy: A Big Adventure from Sumo Digital. It's the latest game from the Little Big Planet franchise. It had 3D platforming rather than 2D from the first games, obviously. What I'd be interested to see is if this game winds up turning into a semi Little Big Planet-esque sort of thing. Now, and what I mean by that is, is it going to only be the adventure, or are they eventually going to roll out a system like you remember in Doom, the snap map function, or like a Mario Maker, for example, Mario Maker, but 3D for the Little Big Planet franchise. And I think having them put that in as an additional like feature that you can maybe upload a level or whatever through their online system, if they have an online system, which, let's be honest, what games don't really anymore, other than like a bunch of, well, I guess there's a ton of indie games that don't, but you get my point. Destruction All-Stars, it looked bland. It actually reminded me a lot of Sunset Overdrive, and the cringiness from that left a bad taste in my mouth. As a matter of fact, it left a horrible taste in my mouth. And the cars looked all right. At first, My roommate was telling me that he initially thought that the the way they were showing the trailer for it was that the vehicles were supposed to show Rocket League 2, like the next Rocket League, which I thought would have been neat. Or even having on foot characters somehow like have to pick up the slack to get to a thing for Rocket League 2, having that be some sort of mode or whatever. But then it winds up, it just kind of looks like Battle Royale with cars. And that just kind of sucks. Aren't we all done with Battle Royales at some point? Call me crazy, but I'm, it's the same thing as what wound up happening to rhythm games for me. Now, rhythm games I don't mind anymore, but there was a time when the rhythm game market got so oversaturated that I just was so done with rhythm games for a long time. I'm talking your Guitar Heroes, Rock Bands, etc. But this is like, I thought Fortnite had topped us all off and said, okay, yeah, there's not going to be any more dumb Battle Royale stuff after this because this is as dumb as it can get. But clearly I was wrong. But hey, who knows? I shouldn't shit on the game because I'm not going to say that it's unfair to criticize a game, but it looks bland. And I think that's fair. Yeah, that's right, Almar Akbar. Fortnite was really just the beginning. Let's move on. I think it was pronounced Kana, Bridge of Spirits. Absolutely incredible looking game. And it'll be a lot of platforming. It almost looks like sort of like a nymph world of like exploration and like similar to Horizon Zero Dawn, but like magic and for kids. There was a cool like little beacon thing that you can do that reminded me a lot of Journey, where a little like ball of light kind of comes out and it'll light up certain things in the forest or caves, as it were, as it will be eventually. So that game in particular caught my eye. It looked pretty good. Even though it's geared towards kids, it does look good. Goodbye Volcano High. This looks to me like it reminded me of, it gave me vibes of what's it called? No. Blue hair girl. Point and click. Not point and click, but limited interaction. Life is Strange. Life is Strange. It gave me big Life is Strange vibes for sure. And it features dinosaur people. So there you go. All you people that fantasize about being dinosaurs, there you go. But like anthropomorphic dinosaurs. So I really like I'll try and look up their title real quick because I think it's pretty neat. By images. Oh, come on. There it is, right here. I think this is neat. I like the meteor going through the like that and all that stuff. I just like that part right there. The rest of it looks fine, but this part in particular caught my attention. I really like little dinky stuff like that. I don't know. Call me crazy. Next up, Oddworld Soulstorm. It's a classic at this point. I don't know how. All the characters look so fucking bizarre, but, you know, it is an iconic game. A bunch of people like it, and it looks like it's gonna keep going, which is fine. It's good. I'm not complaining. It's just, you know, of something for something that looks so bizarre to work out. It's neat. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, that's funny, Admiral Akbar. Saying in the chat ends that Volcano High ends with someone saying, "When is this meter gonna come and just end all of this?" Ghostwire Tokyo. That's the game that was revealed where the Japanese gal came out and everybody was just like fell in love in an instant. Everybody loved her spirit and attitude for the game and for her job, which I think she wound up changing jobs afterwards. Anyway, Ghostwire Tokyo, Bethesda, Tango Gameworks. Yep, shown at E3. Basically, it looks like ghosts and magic. You fight ghosts with some magic. Looks interesting. The colors in particular stood out to me quite a bit. The mechanics I'm nervous about, though, or at least the feel of the game. It looks a little slow and clunky, which concerns me a lot. So we'll see. Jet, The Far Shore. Super Brothers, creators of Super Sword and Sorcery, or whatever that's called. Sword and Sorcery, I believe it is called. Jet, The Far Shore was shown during the reveal event. Dreary, rocket fires in space. Yeah, it looks like exactly their art style, but geared towards showing more of an environment versus little vignette sort of scenarios to guide your character through, which I think is neat. Godfall. Now, this was shown off like in the PS5 announcement or something like that. And quite honestly, Godfall, they got to work on their marketing. I have zero expectations about the gameplay. Or if there's a story. I don't know for sure if there is. I doubt it. But quite honestly, Godfall looks like trash. I don't mean to shit on it, but it looks bad. You know, it looks like your stereotypical become so epic at this game, you'll become like a god. You know, like it is exactly right, Mach. It's so generic. It's pitiful. Pitiful. And they had this really bizarre music going along with it. It's like I'm not complaining. It's not specifically music that I dislike either, per se. But it did not fit with what they were showing. That's part of the problem. Now, does that mean the game is going to be bad? I don't think so. But if they can't get that right, what makes you think they're going to get other stuff right? You know, it starts as a little snowball and it trickles down and kind of does not do so well. So, next up, Solar Ash. From the creators of Hyper Light Drifter, Solar Ash was announced. It looked pretty interesting. It had a character with floaty hair. What else would you expect from the creators of Hyper Light Drift? Yeah, it almost kind of reminded me. It gave me some Fury vibes, actually. A game that I do intend to stream and play at some point once I am able to get a... Well, actually, I could hook up my PS4 controller if the game is compatible with PS4. Anyway, moving on. Hitman 3. Hitman 3. More Hitman. They showed off basically a cinematic of a bunch of police officers chasing somebody out into the forest. And then an owl distracting someone. And suddenly they're dead. Then that body alerts another guy. And then suddenly they're dead. And then suddenly, as the third one is investigating the bodies, another policeman walks up behind him and kills him. This is a Hitman. Hitman 3, Agent 47. Now, I haven't played it since, I want to say it was called Blood Money. No, it was the one right before they started doing the episodic things, and I think it was Blood Money, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, I've heard the episodic ones are very good, but it just kind of weirds me out that they're episodic. But maybe that's a good thing, and maybe I should just do it. Do it. Astro's Playroom. I don't know what to expect from that. We'll see. Little Devil Inside. I thought this looked very interesting. It's like an old man and a young man. The old man just doing all sorts of stuff. The young man like going around almost doing like a Monster Hunter World sort of thing. And then the old man just kind of farting around, like taking dumps and baths and reading the newspaper. It looked pretty interesting, gotta say. NBA 2K21. They are all the players are getting sweaty. Okay. Who gives a fuck? Bug Snacks. I'm sorry, I don't care about NBA 2K21. Bug Snacks. This is basically Viva Pinata, but with fruit as bugs that you can eat to change your body. Yeah. There you go. That's essentially what it is. Bug Snacks was, I don't know, it did stand out a little bit to me. It reminded me a lot of Viva Pinata. So we'll see. And then it was funny too, as it kept ending and then ending. Like they showed the title of it, and it's like, okay, expect it to just fade to black, and then a character runs up, hey, there's a fire in the town, and then he's like, oh, gotta go, and then he runs away, and then it just like sits there, and then you see the time pass, and then suddenly there you get a little monster at the end of all the bugs that are actually snacks, or just little bug snacks. That should be the name of the game or something. Then the biggest reveal, maybe of the entire thing, I'm not 100% sure. Demon Souls is getting remade. And I knew as soon as I saw that, I was like, ooh, a lot of people gonna like that. Lots. I think that's gonna be one of the bigger things of the show. Fucking Demon Souls remade. Yeah, exactly right, Admiral Akbar. Demon Souls, from what I've seen, now I've never played a Souls game, Bloodborne, none of it. I haven't played any of it. Because I like challenge, but those games seem to be like extremely not about challenge and about just killing you sometimes. I'm not I'm not a casual mobile gamer. All right. I'm just saying, you know what? Now that Demon's Souls is getting remade, Maybe I'll start there and then I'll do a full playthrough. I'll do all of it. How's that sound? I'll do it on stream for you too. Chat ripping into me. Fucking. These nuts. Anyway, as big as that was for everyone, the game that stood out to me the most, that I thought looked the coolest and the most fun, is Deathloop, the next game on the list from Arcane Studios, which I found out afterwards is actually going to be a exclusive. Now, if I'm assuming they mean a timed exclusive, but maybe not. I don't know. Deathloop. You have like 7 or 8 targets. I forget how many. Shit. I'm pretty sure it's 8 targets, and you're set on this island. You have 8 targets, and also you have an assassin coming after you. Okay, you have an assassin coming after you. So this like asymmetrical sort of gameplay of like, oh, am I gonna be defending 8 people, or am I gonna say, am I gonna be hunting them? I think that's super neat. I don't know. I assume you can choose which one you're gonna do, but it doesn't. Unless the part of the problem with the reveal for me was they made it sound like the other assassin was going to be a player, but I can't say that for sure. Now, you kill that other assassin, maybe that means that you'll actually be able to play the fucking game. What do you mean? Now we can play the game. Sorry, I was trying my best to do an Eric Cartman impression there. Did not go so well. Anyway, I thought they looked completely awesome. Like, literally, I was like giddy watching that trailer. It was kind of weird. Anyway, moving on to Resident Evil Village. From the success of Resident Evil 7, they, I guess, decided to continue down that sort of environment and atmosphere. They're bringing in werewolves now for Resident Evil. So it's interesting to see studios take a hold of something and just like sink into the teat until the milk is dry. So I'm wondering how long this first person sort of like focus on environment and like getting in your face with the gory stuff. And I'm not saying there weren't puzzles to do in Resident Evil 7. I'm just saying like there was way more going on with like Resident Evil 2 remake, you know? So anyway, then this oddball little Pragmata, it looks like it could be a Kojima title, but we never see who's making it. So actually, let's just try and who is making Pragmata? Capcom, that's right. Fuck's sake. Pragmata starts off with a astronaut going down the street, walking along, shoots space dust into the air. Then suddenly there's holograms and ghosts around. Jesus Christ. And suddenly there's like a girl there for no reason though. So anyway, yeah, it's obviously very early on. I think they were just showing a proof of concept coming in 2022. Then Horizon Forbidden West was announced. They decided not to go with the very obvious, very easy first thought of a title, which would be Horizon First Dawn. The idiots. They didn't do Horizon First Dawn. They went with Forbidden West. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Or how about Horizon Zero? What's the Zero Dusk? Okay, now I'm just sitting here making myself laugh. Anyway, it looked pretty neat. There's a plague going on. She needs to figure out what's going on. That's causing all the electric animals to die. Finally, they after a bunch of bluster, they finally showed off the PS5 console itself, the PS5 with the disc slot and the digital edition, or disc drive, I should say. And they swore to curve. They got them curves going. Showed it at the beginning of the podcast. For those of you who haven't still seen it yet, PS5 Reveal. Sure. Oops. No, images. There we go. There you go. We'll look at some memes later. Yeah. But yeah, there you go. That was the entire event. They did not When's the PS5 coming out? 2020 still. They didn't give us a specific date or a specific price. And you know what? Those are just two fucking things I wanted out of this whole thing. I wouldn't even have watched, to be honest, I wouldn't have even watched the event. I would have just looked for literally just the names of the games to watch out for, right? Would have watched. Interesting. You know, I would have looked up the names of the games, and then I would have looked at price and release date. Didn't come out. We don't have the price and release date today. We will be releasing them shortly. It'll be out when it's out, okay, folks? It'll be out when it's out. Great people over at Sony. We all love Sony, don't we? We love Sony. They're so good to us, folks. They give us Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West. What a great title. It's no Horizon First Dawn like I told them. But Horizon Forbidden West. It's going to be a great title. I can just feel it. Moving right along. Sony's focused on the PS5's value and not the price tag. Which, collectively, from what I can tell, from what I can tell, has a lot of people on Reddit and gamers, everybody just kind of going, how much is it going to cost me? And we'll see. We'll see how much the PS5 costs. I'm just saying, with them saying this, brace yourselves. They've only shown the console and not the SKU. So the SKU would be how they sell it, right? They showed the console, which is part of the SKU, but not the the box it comes in, right? Which is important because that is what they are selling you. They aren't just selling you that hardware, right? Mach in the chat saying, quote, heard a rumor it'd be $800. If that's the case, I can't see it selling great, end quote. I don't know where you saw that rumor. That is way more than what I've been seeing. I've been seeing between $599 and $699. Although I was actually poking around in the PS5 subreddit before I started the stream here. And I noticed a lot of people actually saying, oh, I was, like 750 is about my cap. 800 would be stretching it, but I could probably do that for the PS5. And it's like, whoa. That's... I'm not sure it's worth that. If that's the case, I'll just wait until they reiterate it and have like a PS5 Slim, PS5 Slim with just slap a hard drive on there, and next thing you know, you got yourself a nice PS5, and it'll probably look different too. But there you go. Anyway, yeah. As Alessandra Barbosa writes, one of the biggest omissions from Sony's recent event was you can expect to pay for the console. Jim Ryan is saying that they're balancing the price but prioritizing value ahead of its final cost, saying, quote, conventional wisdom and history shows that our business is one of the more recession-proof businesses, but I think this will sharpen our need to ensure that we focus on getting the value equation right, and I emphasize value as opposed to price, end quote. So, we'll see. They still aren't commenting on price. And it's because Microsoft hasn't dropped theirs yet. Let's be honest. They're not saying it until they hear from Microsoft what they're doing. It's a total Mexican standoff right now between Sony and Microsoft, as far as who's going to blink first and reveal their price of their console. It could literally be happening straight up until like Thanksgiving. And it could be coming out that day. And neither would... they'd still probably be like, hey, how much have you guys put down on these things? Because whatever you put down, that's the price. You put down over the course of the past 5 months, you've put down $599, huh? It's going to be $599. Oh, yeah. We'll see, though. We'll see. I just think that, quite honestly, each one is going to try and undercut the other and then try and be the high-selling console for holiday of 2020. Because with the coronavirus this year, what I assume is that a bunch of people that maybe even didn't even get into gaming are now into gaming, right? And with them getting into gaming, they're going to start playing console games, whatever, right? And they're going to share that news with their family. These kids that suddenly got into games. I think the older audiences, not necessarily like, as my age, even though I am literally 10,000 years old at this point, just trapped inside a dragon body or whatever, I just look like a human because I choose to look like a human, right? Anime, whatever. But I think like the actual boomers in society are going to be out there saying, "Oh well, I remember my nephew talking to me on the Zoom over the summer, saying he was excited for the PS5." I don't know why I'm doing a George Bush impression right now, but here, we're going to go with it. What's the difference between the PS5 and the what is it, the Xbox Series X? Quite honestly, that Xbox Series X kind of seems a little feisty. Sex box. Anyway, sorry, slipped into George Bush mode there. Anyway, to get back to my point, I think the value that they're talking about is what they're going to bundle with the console, which, if it's anywhere up there close to like that $700 range, I'm expecting not necessarily VR, but like motion controls, like the motion controls of some sort, or like play a new PlayStation camera. I would love to have been throwing up a camera view for my streams of The Last of Us lately, but the PS4 does not function with the webcam that I use. So I'm not about to go buy a PlayStation camera. That's just not going to happen. Not that it's bad if anyone does. I'm just saying, I personally, I just don't care enough to go do that. Now, a webcam for my PC, totally different. But, yeah. So, with that said, an interesting tidbit that came out just today, in fact, is that Sony is redesigning 100% of its dashboard. And actually, we can look up the quick UI teaser here. It kind of reminds me of the Last of Us loading screen. So, there you go. The UI, when you're supposed to turn it on, it'll have it does look slick. Admiral Akbar in the chat says that looks slick, and I agree with that. I'm not saying it looks bad by any stretch. I'm just saying it reminded me a little bit of the spores in the Last of Us menu sequences. So, but that's not surprising. Although, to be honest, this article from Paul Tassi at Forbes actually talks about how the Xbox Series X is barely messing with their UI, which is interesting because honestly, they have been just iterating it over and over with updates instead of just leaving it and doing other different updates, I guess. Which is fine because, boy, it looks so nasty. So nasty. Yeah. That right there, folks, that's bad. That is a bad UI. Very clean, very crisp, but also disgusting to look at, okay? Get out of here. Don't give it its code. Get out of here. Other game shows are happening this week that we reported on not too long ago. Future Game Show. I can't keep going through everything. I really wanted to cover in depth the PS5, so we'll go through this quickly. More Kenna, the Bridge of Spirits. Okay, I need to pause this, otherwise it's going to autoplay, as if though I want that. Dustborn. Serial Cleaners, excuse me. Quantum Error. Looks very interesting. Skater XL, more skater. Kind of, I feel like Skater is now gonna feel like super undercut with all the news about Tony Hawk. So interesting. Mach in the chat saying Xbox is redoing their mobile app ground up. Good, because I have it. I don't use it because it needs some help. Ghost Runner has been shown. First person gameplay, cyberpunk universe. Cyberpunk kind of seems to be the genre of the, I don't know, late teens now. Yeah, we'll see. Morbid. Pixel. It gives me vibes of Blasphemous a little bit. Just a little bit. Except it's like a top-down instead of side-scrolling Metroidvania sort of thing. We'll just blast through these. The indie games. The Almost Gone. Anno Mutationem. It's not the same as Anno from Ubisoft. It's a cyberpunk action game. Yeah. Stagehands. You work with your buddies to build stages for the merry-go-round theater. Looks interesting. Unbound, Worlds Apart. Wave Break. Inculinati. I do. It's basically a turn-based strategy centered around anthropomorphic animals beating the crap out of each other. There you go. Oh boy. Alaloth, Champions of the Four Kingdoms. Alalo. Sorry, that name is really funny to me. Chris Avallone, though, is working with Gamera Interactive to bring it to life. So there you go. Shut up, Fee. Call me Callaloo in the chat. Doggone. You can't pet the dog in Doggone, but that's an understandable trade-off given if you're playing the Cloudpunk. Cloudpunk, if I remember right, is actually very interesting. Ultimate Knockout. Battle Royale genre, playing with Takeshi's Castle, Teletubbies, picture, all about racing the finish line against dozens of other players, utter carnage in the best way possible. Oh, Smite. Yeah, I skipped it on accident. But there you go. Now you Smite. Game's meh at best. Yeah. Carrion. Survivor horror is fun and all, but it's hard to feel a tad jealous of the players who get to hunt down and kill you for sport. Bucks that trend, letting players lose in the power fantasy of stalking and brutally murdering hapless humans as a tenderly eldritch being of monstrous origin. Okay, that sounds alright. Windjammers 2, Electric Boogaloo. Not the full title, it's just Windjammers 2. Coming out for PC, Switch, Stadia. Made-up sports game. Yeah. Hammerting. Hammerting describes itself as the vertical dwarven mining colony sim. One that threatens to steal entire evenings when it launches. Crafting, mining, hardy dwarven banter, which I assume comes after the hardy dwarven beers. Speaking of... PC gaming show also happened. And, you know, that lasts like 16, 17 hours, or days even. So this, I know the last one I kind of started getting into the weeds a little bit with some of those games. It sounded all right. But this really, from shacknews.com, I think this actually does very well with highlighting and pointing stuff. So, I'm just going to basically say these, right? We're going to say these and recommend that you go watch the PC gaming show if you are a PC gamer. Now, a long time. I can't. That is. There's way too much to talk about every single damn thing there. So, and actually, quite honestly, I'll maybe elaborate on a couple of these because some of these I already did know about. So, Ooblets early access coming in the summer on Xbox One and Epic Game Store. Okay, Torchlight 3 available right now in Steam early access. Early access is a no-go. What do we say to early access? Not to access. Not today. P4 Golden revealed at PC Gaming Show, and it's on Steam right now. Everybody and their mother tells me Persona 4 Golden. Let's do this. I might actually stream that at some point. There's so many things I want to stream and play. First-person horror In Sound Mind revealed at PC Gaming Show. Airborne Kingdom will let us build and fly fantastic machines this summer. Dwarfheim. 4X strategy. Humankind's open dev will let players apply to help develop the game. Of Dwarfheim? Open dev. Humankind. Oh, I see. The game's called Humankind. Open dev. Interesting. Icarus. From the DayZ creator. Evil Genius 2. Godfall. Going guns. Going guns a-blazing in retro-styled FPS shooter Prodeus. Not Proteus. Prodeus. Produce. I'm finally something I feel like I'm a pro at. Turn-based strategy, Fey Tactics, has been announced. Among Trees' latest trailer was dropped. Project Wingman. That is a cool trailer that I recommend checking out. Carto had a teaser trailer. Blankos is a toy world. Space, freelance adventure, and Everspace 2. Total War. Troy Odysseus. Interesting. Oh, it's a Total War saga. Troy Odysseus. Okay. Remnant from the Ashes, Subject 2923 DLC was announced. Mafia Definitive Edition. We all know that's all out. Don't need to talk about that. Rogue Lord. Unexplored 2, The Wayfarer's Legacy. Had a trailer drop about puzzles, monsters, and adventure. Craft and sell potions for adventures in Potionomics trailer. That sounds interesting. But I didn't see that. Mortal Souls bosses will continuously hunt the player and level up. Night Dive's take on Shadow Man remastered in new trailer. Blightbound. Dungeon crawl into the corrupted depths. Blightbound, I think I saw that a little while ago. It looks pretty dope. Voxelated mystery adventure Shadow of Doubt had a trailer. Paradise Killer dropped a trailer. Power of Love to defeat foes in RPG combat, and Haven trailer. Oh god, that sounds like one of those anime. That sounds like one of them animes where they, yeah. Stay afloat with friends on dangerous seas in Trash Sailors. Trash Sailors trailer. Unite Divided Kingdoms in action RPG. Champion of the Four Kingdoms trailer. Oh gosh. We're almost done. We're almost through this. Weird West action RPG gameplay revealed on PC Gaming Show 2020, obviously. Balanced form and story seasons. Epic Games MMO New World gets closed beta in late July 2020. I wonder if it's closed to people who are not Amazon Prime members. We'll see. Dungeon of Nahilbyok. Nahyok. No-hyuk. Not, oh. No. Alright, I'm going to try and say this right. Nyobuk. I think that's right. It's probably like Nail Book. Sail the Sands, Red Sails. Surgeon Simulator 2. Hey, I've streamed that before. I did pretty good at that too. I was better than a lot of people. But like, I also, I don't know. Yeah. Restore the fires of life to a beautiful world in the Lost Campfire trailer. Escape from Tarkov, a game that famed giver of subs, Garfep. I know he streams that pretty regularly. It looks interesting, honestly. Like there's a whole economy behind it, but I just that makes me nervous because there are certain games where me myself I know that like if I start playing them, I'm not gonna stop. Animal Crossing was one, and that's just it just keeps going. Unfortunately, I will admit as well that Fire Emblem Heroes is also one. The Outlast Trials gets a new trailer on PC Gaming Show. Yeah. So there you go. That was the entire PC Gaming Show boiled down to very nice little links that you can visit. I'll put this in the description of the chat. So if anybody feels like checking any of those out, you can. Boom! Let's see. Oh, Star Wars Squadrons has been officially revealed and will be coming out in October. The trailer actually just dropped today. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Peggy 16.
We'll cut the music and just watch the trailer because who knows, we could get copyright struck. Looks pretty neat. Okay, this is fun. Okay, let's get to gameplay, buddy. Okay, I'm just kidding. Copy strike. Wait, I did not just say copy strike, did I? We're gonna get banned in Japan again. Oh, no. Oh. Wait! Didn't that look like that looked like somebody. Who the fuck? Not Ben Schwartz. What the fuck's his name? It looked like the kid from... That kind of reminds me of, what's his face on Stranger Things. Doesn't it? A little bit? With the hair? What with the guy, what with the hair and all that? I don't know. Kind of looked like him. Kind of not. But, yeah, it's being developed by Motive Studios. And it's coming out October 2nd for $40. Okay, $39.99. Oh, there will be a single player mode, and it looks like a single player mode after Endor and Death Star 2 Electric Boogaloo, 2 customizable pilots, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be like a full game for $40. I'm excited for it, honestly. I think this is legit, pretty cool, pretty neat. I like this idea. This is something that should have been happening with the Star Wars franchise for a long time. So, as of October 2nd, sure, it'll be a part. And I think it'll be a good one. If it's half as good as Rogue Squadron, oh yeah. I actually can't believe I forgot about Rogue Squadron, but here we are. So, a lot of the rest of this is just going to be me pointing out deals. Because that's what a lot of the news is right now, is pointing out deals and saying, hey, go buy stuff. So if you can't beat them, join them. You might as well. The thing is, if you're watching a VOD of this, unfortunately, you may just want to skip towards the end. Sorry, but these are going to be like basically for the live audience only. Sorry to say. But yeah, basically right now, if there's a game that you have been considering buying or like are waiting for a certain price point and you don't care which system it's on, you probably can find it for a good price, regardless of PC, Xbox One, whatever, PlayStation 4. It's probably going to be there. Right now, like Far Cry 5 down to 15, Alien Isolation $6, as part of PlayStation's Days of Play sale. I know that there's actually a game called Man of Medan that Courtney and I are looking at as far as playing it together, just as like something to do that would be fun, like for couples, like I play it and then she can play through it, and we'll see who's the better gamer TM between the two of us. Pillars of Eternity Complete Edition, $12.49. Kingdom Come Deliverance, $20. A whole bunch of like really solid deals. Yeah, there you go, right there. Whole bunch of good stuff. With that said, here's the PC game summer sale. Stuff from like Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Origins, Division 2, Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon, all this stuff. Pretty good deals, honestly. Also, some of the better Steam bundles also going cheap. Let's just click on Staff Picks bundle. Right? Fanatical. Staff Picks. 12 awesome games. Which awesome games? Okay. Thank you. Final Station Bomber Crew. Flashback. What the hell? Anyway, Shopkeep 2. Actually, Shopkeep is, if you're willing to put up with like kind of weak looking graphics and are more about gameplay just at its core and like running a shop at its core. Shopkeep is fucking cool. As far as I'm, if it's the same, if Shopkeep 2 is the same one I'm thinking of that was just Shopkeep, then it is like, it's based off of Unity, and it's awesome. Just saying. Bear with me. Complete collection. Let's see. Where's the Hero Defense? Okay, I guess they put that value at $29.99. Yikes. But yeah, bunch of different stuff. Things. Indie Gems bundle, 8 games, $249. Let's check that out. You know, Opus, Brawl Out's cool. Donuts and Justice, Beholder, probably the best game on here. Although Distrust kind of looks interesting. You know, my point being, with all these different things going on right now, is the summer is usually when the sales hit, and it's why the Steam Summer Sale, which over the years has gone way down. I'm not trying to sound like Trump again. This is serious and legitimate. The Steam Summer Sale has gotten progressively worse and worse over the past 4 or 5 years. And I think that it's sad to see that. But with the Epic Game Store being what it is, legitimate competition, maybe it won't be that anymore. Maybe they decide to cut better deals or take less of a chunk out of the devs for just being a storefront for their games, you know. So, Getting Mono in the chat says, quote, Target is doing a buy 2 get 1 free deal on games, DVDs, and Blu-rays right now. Interesting. I should have gotten a second, because I actually got the fuck did I get? What did I get? What on earth did I get? Death Stranding I got for half off. Pretty good. So there you go. Xbox One exclusives at Best Buy, $10. Sea of Thieves, Forza Motorsport 7, if that's your gig. State of Decay 2, that's not a bad price for State of Decay 2. I was holding off on State of Decay 2 until I finished State of Decay 1, but wow. Borderlands 3, $13. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, $15. Gears 5, $15. Gears 5, ooh. Kind of want to just get that on PC, honestly, but if I have to get that on Xbox, I will. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is $20. I'm gonna wait on that personally, but we'll see. And this is a reminder. I think today is actually the last day, so let's pull this up. Ori is a great game. Great game. And I might actually have a code for you if you want it that isn't on Xbox. So, wow. Oh, they haven't hit the goal yet? Really? $20. So, at $40 or above. Okay. DRM free. 10 games come with a Steam key. Click buy to see which. Okay. So there's a whole, like, there's just an absolute ton of games here. $20 bundle. You get up to the Night Fisherman here. I think my voice is starting to go. And the $40 game includes all these plus an additional 9 games. There's a whole bunch of other bundles even for the same premise of, Black Lives Matter and justice and that sort of stuff. Ooh, a Game Pass for a belated birthday present. That'd be nice. Oh, man. So anyway, if you haven't yet and you feel like hopping on this bundle, get it. It's a great bundle. There are a ton of good games on there. 16 free games Amazon Prime members can claim in June. Well, one of them is Observer, which, that game's so dope. Flame in the Flood is a roguelike where each time you stop a raft in a flood, you wind up getting a certain area, and it changes the area every time, and it's literally just an endless river, essentially, that you just have to survive your way through. And they even mention its beautiful art direction, and Americana soundtrack, which is also very, very dope. But as far as just straight gameplay, I'm not sure it's really for me. Just saying. Forsaken Remastered, First Person Shooter, Distant Earth, Steel Rats, Project Warlock, Dream Daddy, free in June for Prime members. Ooh-wee. Who in the chat right now would be down to watch me play some Dream Daddy? PictoQuest, also free. Mad Tracks, Rios, Roos, Art of Fighting 2. There's, all this stuff's just free for Twitch Prime. I'm not a Dream Poppy. No. It's a dating sim. All right. Let's move on to the last thing. The PlayStation Plus games for June. Call of Duty World War II. And Star Wars Battlefront 2. How about that? I might pick up that Battlefront 2. That's looking good. Looking hot. Speaking of hot. Oh, shit. Well, we got the memes, the dreams. And this is our Discord, which anyone who is watching that is, if you're not a part of it, join. Reach out on Facebook. We will absolutely accept you. We'll bring you into our arms and love you and do oh shit. What's up, my dudes? All right. Game facts. Over the course from 2001 to 2008, a course of 7 years, Rockstar released Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and GTA 4. 8 years, 2013 to 2021, all GTA 5 and their online content. Can't say it's wrong because it's right there, and the internet never lies. So, but also at the same time, GTA 5 needs to fucking go. I believe I gave. Oh no, I'm gonna give it, even though I'm the one that posted it. Yeah. So we got memes. We got a general chat where we announce emojis, and Chris comes in and asks if anybody wants to fight on Smash. We got waifus, news, serious discussions, pets. Oh, we love these pets. Check that out. Look at all these cute pets. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, if you'd like to be a part of that, then you're going to have to check out our Facebook group. Just go to Game Scrubs and Facebook, and you'll find us. We're there. And if you are watching this live and you haven't yet, please make sure to give us a follow. We greatly appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed yet, it'd be cool if you did that too. We recently hit 50 subs, and we are stoked about it, honestly. And actually 101 or 110 followers, which is completely awesome. Way awesome. 105. Okay. Even better. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. Our YouTube is definitely something that we are in the process of. We've been brainstorming lately how to push out more content on there that isn't just live stream highlights or edits or anything like that. And we have some good stuff in the works. Yeah, Gang Mono, you are correct. Woo-wee. We got some good shit coming. Just be ready. And if you want to see it first, when it first drops, gotta subscribe and hit the bell. So, with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching so much. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. And we will see you on the next Game Scrubs. Later.